3D printing is a $7 billion business this year that will be more than $20 billion by 2020. Binder jetting is a segment of the 3D printing world.
Compared to other technologies, it's a much faster, cheaper technology because of the less post-processing steps.
We take a file that may come from an email from a customer and we slice it up, and that file will be printed layer by layer. Once that's done, we will put it in the curing oven. It cures and dries the binder, and then once that's dry, we can actually depowder it. And then that object is put into a furnace and it's sintered either to high density, or we can actually infiltrate it with a different material and get like a matrix material.
For advanced materials, which is what ExOne focuses on, we use a binder as opposed to a heat source. When you're gluing powder together, you're not limited in terms of the type of material. So metallic materials as well as non-metallic, such as ceramics or carbon. The reason why customers are buying these machines is because they're looking to improve the design, improve efficiency. Once they have a good sense of properties in terms of the application, then we find they'll start experimenting with new exotic designs.
Every customer that comes in here comes in with an NDA. Some of them are quite proprietary in what materials that they're printing. We have all kinds of things going on in the R&D lab, and yet we're not allowed to discuss the excitement that we see. Our customers are quite excited about it, but they walk out of here and they don't want anybody else to even know they were here doing some of these things.
People are seeing that additive is another tool for their tool chest. They can bring that machine into their production facility, and without tooling costs, they can hit those markets they didn't have to turn away. You can actually print a material in a certain area that hits the high fatigue, but yet in another area on the same part, you can change the material to a lighter weight material.
Where I see most of the opportunity coming over the next 5 to 10 years is in the direct printing of metal, which is a small business right now because you can only print small parts. We're moving rapidly into larger and larger parts, which is something that's very critical to our customers' needs.
I look at it as the Star Trek, where they're using the replicator. We're coming to a point where eventually, who knows, that we might be able to replicate just like they do.
It's all about printing materials that don't even exist today, that might be lighter, stronger, have more flexibilities. So there's a whole world of opportunity just sitting out there. We'll have a prosperous future.